Back at it. YouTube world, boys and girls. But I found that piece I was digging around for. It's this little buddy right here. Uh, as you can see, it's rusted to death, and it doesn't move as freely as the passenger side over here. It doesn't give me that play like that. It's stiff. And on top of that, I noticed it got a chunk broke off from at least two of them. I know right here. Those two broke off chunks. You know what I mean? I know it ain't supposed to look like that. Anyway, it's hard to find those arms. You know, you find everything but those little arms. Be all on eBay and shit. I found the rods on eBay, so I might go and cop them. I seen it. I don't find the crank, so I might just take it to the shop, see can they fix that. But this little fella right here, rusty to death on the driver's side. I don't even know if it's worth putting together like that. They let me know something got in it, like some kind of liquid or all this rust, you know. It got all the way back there. Mm-hmm. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So, looking for parts and also looking for, respectable, rebuildable shop. Because that'd be hard to find when you're playing with these old motors. A good shop that with a good reputation that can rebuild and does excellent work. I don't mind paying for the quality, but I don't want to pay for the quantity. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Quality matters. And some of these shops in here will have will have you rebuilding, they'll rebuild the motor and then fuck up somewhere and the motor end up seizing. Or they'll give you a year warranty and the motor don't make it a year. Made it probably 8 months of it or made it 11 months of it. Then you call and complain. They want to give you a hard time. Well, you did this and you did that. I done got beat twice out of going to an engine shop. I'm looking for somebody who knows how to rebuild and who does shit correctly. But I'm definitely not trying to pay twice for nothing. I want to pay one time only. Got it over with. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Great work, great service. That's what I'm looking for. But these, you got anybody who does that, put it in the comments. Help me out. I don't mind mailing this motor to them. I gotta get or driving it down there and dropping it off for quality, especially it's quality. And I also want to know who does oil modding modification to motors. You know what I mean? Because I heard that the 430s have, and Buicks have issues back then with oil restrictive. You know what I mean, to the main cap areas and you know enlarging on the oil pickup tube area where that line goes to it. And I want oil modification. That's what I'm looking for. Some oil mods happening. I want some of this flash to be gone. What else I'm looking for? I want to do to it. I want a bigger cam. More powerful cam. And I also want to do airflow from the from the intake to the cylinder heads. You know what I mean? That's all I want done to it. Nothing fancy, nothing out of the way. If I can just get that done, I don't mind paying for that. That's all I want. More airflow, nice cam, oil modded so you can get better oil pressure. That's all I want. Rebuild if it need to be bored out to whatever it is, do that. That's all I want. If I can get those done to the motor, I'm a happy camper. And it's built reliable without I have to, and it basically can make it as long as I have the vehicle. You know what I mean? Because some of these shops, man, hey, they say give you a 12-month warranty before you know it. Hey, you on the phone arguing and cussing them out. But anyway, YouTube, That was my rant. But I also want I thought about it. That frame though, from that 70 Cadillac. If anybody have any, information on that, like, hey, can that be swappable? Can the gas tank be swappable as well with a 69 Buick Electra with a 70 Cadillac? Are the frames interchangeable? Are the gas tank interchangeable? If so, let me know. Because I found the guy and I want to go ahead and grab some of those parts before he talking about sipping it to the strap yard. Anyway, good day, YouTube.